You know, I did a memorial service on Friday afternoon, and you know, it always comes to mind that however long we're here, it's too short a time, isn't it? However long we're here. Now, what we, I think, come face to face with at a memorial service is, do you see how wonderful life is right now? And I bring this up because what you focus on increases. And so if we see how wonderful life is right now, if we see what good is in our life right now, that expands. Remember Thornton Wilder's wonderful play? You had to do this to get out of high school. You know, Our Town, right? You had to do Our Town before you could graduate from high school. If not, you must have been on some special program. And Emily, the character of Emily dies in the play. She's a teenager, and she comes back, and she's looking at life. She's looking at life from the next dimension, and she says, does anybody really know how wonderful life is while they are living it? How wonderful it is to wake up in the morning and to smell coffee. I will add, I'm sure Thornton Wilder meant to write, and bacon. Okay? But you know, think about it. Think about how magnificent the whole thing is, that there are rainbows and galaxies and planets and oceans and puppies, you know, and flowers and babies and all of that stuff. You know, what a mystery to allow ourselves to be open to and to say, wow, I am connected to the same intelligence that's doing all of this other extraordinary, awesome stuff. That intelligence actually exists in moi, in me, yes. So, you know, Don Juan, well, Carlos Castaneda's teacher was Don Juan. And in his way of the warrior, he refers to the warrior as people with knowledge, right? And so for the warrior, there are qualities that really nourish this experience. And so I thought I would share briefly what they are. And one of them is impeccability. This is important, you know, that the acts we take. You know, in Sunday school, in junior church over there, we teach the kids early on that my words have power. And so do your acts. My acts have power. Because everything we do carries the consciousness with which we do it. Everything we do in life carries the vibration of us out into the world. So what you say, what you do, every act, every word counts. And so we want every act and every word to be filled with love, to be filled with the best consciousness we possibly have. You know, I don't want to be a downer, you know, but if the asteroid hits, will I say, well, here it comes, I've lived well, land on me, right? You know, that I lived and loved lavishly, you know, or was I phoning it in kind of half-heartedly? You know, I want to be whole and full and complete in all that I do. So what we could ask ourselves, I think these are the good questions, is when in life do I live most fully? Think about that for yourself. When in life do you live most fully? When in life do you live most completely? Right? What do I really put myself into? 110%. Think about those things. Right? Because Ernest Holmes says we have to treat and move our feet, so we have to cultivate a wonderful spiritual consciousness, which we do through prayer and meditation and study and service and all of that, and then we have to make proper effort, right, in life. We have to do the right thing. And people will say, oh, right about the time they have to do the right thing, they say, oh, I'm so tired of being spiritual, you know? And it's like, okay, well, that's when you really have to apply. That's when you really have to apply. You know, down south like Texas way, they say, trust in God and tie your horse. Right? So think about that. So we're not saying just trust in God and don't take care of what needs to be handled in the world. And we're not just saying forget about God and tie your horse. It's really that combination of two. To trust in God, you do the spiritual work, you cultivate consciousness, but you also do the stuff, the right effort you need to do on the earth plane.